Welcome everyone to our Monday evening call. We're going to go through a few different things. Firstly, we're going to look at your Hyper Community account. This is where you've transferred funds, in this case, from Hypernation, because it says HN users. Tells me last time I logged in, tells me what the pending rewards are. So HPT is what was in your financial section. In other words, funds that had already come out into financial, or in this case, the HBT that you moved over from Hyperverse. Hence the reason why this figure looks ridiculous. So HPT is what you can use as a discount for any land that you purchase. And I think it'll be used for other things going forward. So let's just say you're purchasing a 100 USDT parcel of land. You can actually pay 90 because all you had to do is add 10 HPT to it. And yes, for anybody who's looking, it's going to take probably 400 million years to get rid of this. But that's really irrelevant at the moment because I'm sure the company wants to get rid of these numbers as well. So you click on withdraw button to withdraw that. Your pending rewards is what was pending, which you hadn't actually earned in a way. It was still due to you. And this is why you've got a pending reward of this figure. So what will happen is you'll have a withdrawal option for both. Currently, only HPT is available to withdraw. HPT is on the conscious chain. That's why it shows up as CVN. So here's what you do. Next thing you're going to need is, well, it's obviously HPT. You need to log into your DAOversal account, then go to assets, and you can deposit DU. This is where you deposit USDT. So actually, let's cover that as well. If you want to deposit USDT from external, you can do BEP20, which is the Binance option, and ERC20, which is the Ethereum option. So you can either use the QR code or copy the address, send the funds in, and eventually it'll end up in your account. The other option is HPT, which is what everybody's interested in. So there's your HPT. It's CRC20 because it's part of the conscious chain. You copy the address, which in this case doesn't seem to exist, but that's probably because the system is slow. Because like I said, these metaverse and Web3 programs are seriously graphics hungry. So if I now go here, I can paste, oops, maybe not. So you paste the address in there. Now, if you've got, a balance like this, make sure you minus 10, and that's 10.00, not 0.10. That is your fee. Click on withdraw, and eventually it will end up in your DAOversal account, and that's where you can make use of it when you subscribe to a planet. So that just gives you a sort of rundown of how this is going to work. So anybody is going, oh, my HU hasn't gone over. Well, it's not going to yet. And we've heard that it's going on the 15th. I think at the moment they're dealing with all the land sales. So once that's gone through and people have understood it, then the TFA process starts. So that just gives you a quick rundown of what that is. So what I am going to do, which I seem to have lost, oh, there it is go through the ecosystem. Oops, hang on. Let me just escape that and go to, because we've been through the TFA process and we've covered that multiple times. And I think, most people have a grip on what it is and how it works. So what is DAOversal? So DAOversal is an interplanetary social fi, which means social finance. Guess what? You go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, Twitter, and all these places, and you create the data. And all those companies are making an absolute killing by your content, and you get nothing out of it. So now it's a platform that aims to connect creators and brands through their own concepts, projects, designs, while embracing the power of AI and social games. So now it's your data. In this 3D environment, it allows creators to showcase their digital content. Somebody might be into digital art. They want to create their own NFTs. You can actually get, if you go on somewhere like Fiverr, pay someone to actually create you a spaceship wherever you like it. And you can add that eventually into DAOversal. So there's lots of crazy things that you never even thought of. So there are 3 periods. Construction period is the main phase. This is where the SocialFi platform is going to come in. Realize all the different visual concepts of what this is. The infrastructure. You might get a piece of land and you might decide to put some buildings on it. Then you've got the discovery period. This is where the SocialFi evolution comes in. Then you got the prosperity period. So we're not going to delve too much into this. Apart from that, my voice is going. So at the core of DAOversal is its groundbreaking technology that empowers users to venture into uncharted realms and embark on exciting journeys, emphasizing exploration, encouraging users to roam around, discover new worlds. Here's the interesting part. And I even clarified this. If I have, I don't know, let's say I'm part of Amway and I'm selling soap powders. Can I buy a piece of land and put a building up and call it Amway International? And the answer was yes. Because guess what? This is all about users. So it doesn't matter what you're doing or not. You might have a traditional business, you might have an online business. And don't forget, the land that I keep saying buying, you're actually staking, and you get that amount back. So in effect, it's costing you nothing to tap into what DAOversal could become, and it could have hundreds and thousands of members. Now tell me, how many people would want to buy a piece of land to say, oh, go and have a look in DAOversal, go to planet XYZ and go and have a look at my building. And you can say anything you like in the metaverse. So whether you're exploring unique businesses, thrilling adventures, you might decide to create a theme park and say, well, you know what? Once we've done playing around with the theme park, you can come around and eat all the different rides because they're made of confectionery. Why not? Anything's possible. So your mind is the only thing that stops you from doing all sorts of things. So your avatar is your personality, and this is where it gets interesting. Each avatar that you create, your own avatar, is your digital ID. So you don't need to create 50 different IDs to go into 50 different sites. You can literally create one avatar, and that is your login for everything. So you can have different hairstyles, clothing options. You can make yourself have a 6-pack. You can have an 8-pack if you like, or a 10-pack even. So you can do all the crazy things. I'm sure there'll be things like hats and shoes and trainers, and this is your virtual character. So you're individualizing. But don't forget, we don't want to be drones. We don't want to be like everybody else. You want to be different. So create your avatar the way you would like it to be. So MySpace is where it gets interesting. That's a personalized haven where you can, there's a customizable room, serves as a digital canvas for allowing users to talk to each other. You can put furniture in there, lighting. it's almost like a complete gaming option. And I'll show you some of the options that are there in the next slides. So there you go. That's your MySpace. You can do community meetups. We could do a call like this, where you would actually be able to see me or my avatar, and I would be able to see all of you. Well, probably not 200 of you, but a fair amount. You could do online events. Just think how many times you say, oh, let's do a meetup or whatever. Now you can do them online. You can do presentations. You can do a screen sharing. Guess what? We might just decide, oh, you know what? Let's play this movie and let's all watch it together. You can do voice chat rooms. You can actually talk to each other. You got live streaming, private rooms, public rooms. Except there's no major cost apart from logging in. So this doesn't mean you spend all your life with a virtual reality headset stuck to your face. This is where you activate, you get a bit clever with it as well. So DAOversal is the hub for various activities in the DAOversal universe. You can roam freely. Even if you don't buy land, you can still go and create an avatar and go running around and seeing what's on different planets, etc. You can customize your own space. There's tax. Excuse me. DAOversal sets tax for profits of all business activities on the DAOverse planet. This is where it gets interesting. If you're a planet owner and you suddenly introduce lots of different businesses onto your planet, now suddenly you're going to create some of that tax revenue. And guess what? It's not going to be anywhere near what it is in the real world. It's going to be a lot less. You can govern it. You can decide with. You can also create your own planetary tokens. So in other words, you could issue your own crypto on your planet, and you could use it for incentives and all sorts of other things. Don't forget, this is a DAO organization. In other words, somebody comes up with an idea and says, well, we want to reduce the tax rate. Probably not, because that's set by the company. But you can do all sorts of things like that. You can also get residential plots can be used for free. Commercial plots can be leased or carried out. Why would a company want to lease commercial virtual property? Think of this. If you've got 1,000 plots of land, if you've got 10,000 people coming to your planet on a regular basis because you're doing something different, suddenly companies want in and they want to know, how do we buy land on here? How do we put our store in there? So in the future, DAOversal will support embedding various businesses through DeFi, GameFi. Believe me, there is just endless possibilities. Right, there are 2,000 outer planets, each one featuring 7 distinct land types with varying prices, varying rarity and locations. Each planet is home to 1,000 individual land NFTs. So guess what? When you opt for a piece of land, you're getting an NFT. And users have the opportunity to acquire multiple pieces to expand their surface area within the virtual world. At the moment, we're all limited to 1 each. And I'll tell you the reason behind that is, just my opinion of what I think is, if suddenly all of us, come in and buy up loads and loads of land, anybody who comes in the future wouldn't be interested. So it has to keep it open for at least other people to be able to come in and do the same thing. So it starts off with the Stone Age planet. Then, funnily enough, I never even looked at this properly until I opened it up and I thought, okay, this makes sense. Stone Age planet refers to the earliest evidence by the use of wood by man. So I'm assuming that on the Stone planet, all the buildings are going to be made of wood. So definitely don't have any fires. no smoking on stone planets. Then you've got the bronze planet that goes through the Bronze Age, where metal was first starting to be used. Then you've got the Iron Age. So it's actually going through the different ages of human society. Then you've got the Industrial Age, the Electrical Age, which we haven't even seen yet. And you've got Information Age, and then the AI Age. You can fractionalize planets. In other words, don't forget, you've got 1,000 plots. So those 1,000 plots, you can, I don't know exactly how this works, but it'll be interesting to see how you can actually piece this together. Do you decide where the land plots go? Maybe somebody doesn't like a lot of people and they just want to put their planet in the middle of nowhere. So fractionalizing is the innovative function that empowers planet owners to allocate land shares to community members or trade them on the renowned OpenSea platform. By leveraging this distinctive feature, planet owners gain the power to curate and cultivate thriving communities. Guess what? Just like if you took a business that wasn't doing well and you suddenly improved it, you might just want to resell it. And this is what you can do on OpenSea. And this is something even I never thought about, which is you could build something and then resell it because it has potential. So what fuels the DAOverse ecosystem? So mining RT, which is resource tokens, is a crucial role in the ecosystem, enables users to gather special materials, crafting blueprints. The blueprints serve as templates for creating various things like buildings, roads, clothing, accessories. Like I've said before, people who think they can just buy a planet and sell it and make a little bit out of it and then go, yeah, I'll withdraw that. If they don't build their planet out, nobody's going to come visiting. So this is not just a let me do this and then let me withdraw this way. Users have the flexibility to explore their creativity, bring their ideas to life. You can sell the surplus RT tokens, which opens up opportunities to generate additional income. So there's other stuff buried in this, more than what we think. So these are the blueprints. So in the ecosystem, a collection of blueprints assumes a pivotal role in the process of planet development. Not going to read too much into this. How to mine with DAOversal. Yeah, there's something we never even thought about. We'll actually be able to mine with DAOversal. So there's DAOversal. You buy land, you mine, you earn RT. You can also do referrals. So all of this will be clearer once we understand how this all works. But staking is basically the same as mining when you think about it. You've almost, think of it like this. You've leased a piece of land and they're going to mine RT and DU from it. And this is how, that's where the mining part of it comes in. So it's not just a reward system. And this is the tokenomics of the DAO token, which is the CRC20 governance token. There's 100 million supply, of which 49% is going to be used for DAO, airdrops, rewards and farming, and ecosystem. So that's nearly 50%. 14% goes to the team. Now you can understand why they are almost saying to all the ex-members of Hyper, look, come in and do this, do these tasks, help us grow, and we'll gain later on rather than straight away. So it works. Apart from that, it's also interesting. Here we go. This is just the roadmap, which, there's too much of that, so let's not. There's the team. Jonah, I think a lot of us have already seen. Adil is the director. We've not met him yet or heard from him. He, amazing lady, lots of experience in the gaming industry, NFTs, cryptos, etc. Mohammed, we haven't met either, and Ash, we had a call from this morning. So, these people, and here's the big thing: these people are non-existent. We actually see them on calls. They have real faces. They smile, and they talk. So this is what the real potential of DAOversal is. So I think it's, everybody should, tap into this and go, you know what, there's more to this than meets the eye. It's not just some cockamamie scheme. So let me just stop the recording.